Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to your daily read for Sunday, the 16th of October, 2022. Thank you so much for your presence. And keep in mind, this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do want to remind you to hit that like button. All right, let's begin and pull from which deck is this? Flower of the Night Oracle for Sunday, the 16th. For Sunday. Definitely getting a haircut today. Much needed. We have commitment coming out. Okay, commitment. I do feel as if your connection to the moon, to the night sky, to nature in of itself comes into play. But I do sense that your commitment or commitments are paying off. Your dedication, I feel the need to say. The spiritual meaning of a wolf coming into play as well. But I do sense that something's blossoming, and I feel like there's a focus on you growing through what you've been devoted to, okay, what you've been putting your time, your effort, your resources towards. And underneath it all, you're being viewed as very sensitive, but very wise, okay? I do feel feel that a lot drawn to this reading are going to be very sensitive to energy throughout this day. So don't be surprised when loud noises, people's way of acting, being, sudden movements make you feel a bit startled, okay, or on edge, or just very much affected in one way, shape, or form. I'm hearing a bit jumpy, okay, but for some very jumpy. I just feel like you're going to be viewed as somebody who goes through a lot, is affected a lot, but is very wise and very much in tune with their own emotions and what they desire, but potentially even in tune with other people's emotions and what they're going through. But I also feel like you're thinking about how you want to protect somebody, okay? Interesting. Transformation also coming out. And I do feel like, okay, you're explaining something or understanding something in depth underneath it all, but we have the transformation card because this day is all about what you're growing through, okay, what you're achieving and developing, seeing grow, I even want to say, progress, and that is going through a transformation, right? But could be more than one situation, but there's also a focus on your individual transformation and how you're seeing oneself visibly change by the day, okay, over time. Let me just move this little deck out of the way. I've been posting the mid-month money and career reads if you haven't seen, so do make sure to check out your placements within your chart for those. But I do sense that, okay, for some an announcement, whether you're making that announcement, someone else is throughout this day. But let's pull a Kipper card. Interesting. No, I don't feel that's right. You need to trust your intuition throughout this day because you may get false guidance at a certain point, or you may just feel inclined to do something and then you just feel you shouldn't, okay, or vice versa. We have desk. Pay attention to your work, all right? And that's when you will see one's transformation being highlighted, okay? I feel like for some, pay attention to developing, creating, adding to what you've been watering in one way, shape, or form, or what just matters to you. Now, this doesn't have to be your job or your business. It could be a hobby or just something you've been devoted to in one way, shape, or form, or began recently. But I just feel like you may be thinking about how certain forces have been working against you in one way, shape, or form, okay? I know how that would apply for me, apply it to your situation, but I do feel like there's also great happiness throughout this day, okay? I do sense that the success that's coming towards you, growing, transforming, that's making you happy. But they're also saying, look at that harp, okay? There's music that will make you truly happy throughout this day. 414, look up that ancient number meaning, 414. And you're being pushed to recognize that a situation you're going through at this time or wrapped up with, it needs to be viewed as a short journey, okay? But it's just a piece of the puzzle of your overall larger successful journey, okay? Purposeful journey. Let's pull some tarot. They want some small everyday tarot, okay? Small everyday tarot, if I could even speak. Bear with me, it is quite early and I am spiritually messed with. But so, you know, everything I say in these readings, even when I'm just talking about myself or mentioning random things, explaining things, it's part of the reading. I was being reminded yesterday in my downtime that every little thing in a reading is a message. Okay, so try to read between the lines, try to better understand why that came out. Interesting, that was key wording. But I do feel as if some of which drawn to this reading are thinking about spiritual messing with, whether it's in your situation, someone else's. So don't be surprised if that takes place. So yeah, a little bit of stress or just rough energy potentially. Again, spiritual messing with is a potential, but I do feel as if you're feeling quite fulfilled in certain ways, picking up on other people's emotions or yours floating to the surface, feeling even a little bit emotionally fulfilled and affected by the fact that you're succeeding in certain ways, that you're being noticed, or just things are flourishing, I want to say. But I do feel like your focus on your money is quite relevant throughout this day. There's a new opportunity on the horizon that is being reminded to oneself. Could even find oneself being pushed by spirit to do a little bit of investigating, I want to say, a bit of research, looking into new opportunities, all right, or further into one. But the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. And so I really do feel like there's a lot to accomplish, and you're being reminded there are a lot of options. It's just about you choosing what's right for you, okay? That could go for a new career opportunity, a new expansion opportunity, could go for a new relationship, new friends. You have options. Don't settle, okay? But also trust your intuition if you feel as if there's a timely offer that needs to just be gone after, okay? Or just accepted in one way, shape, or form. Because I feel like it's a day where somebody might express themselves to you, and if you just kind of sit on it too long, it will seem disingenuous or just too far out to when responding too late, right? Or just, again, it might feel like there's a time stamp on that, a time limit. But I do sense that you're going to recognize who and what's meant for you throughout this day by looking within. You have the answers, even if you don't think so. I mean, your spirit guides will help you to a certain extent, right? But I do feel like you just need to look within, take a hot second, potentially meditate if need be to quiet your mind, and you will notice what you already know, okay? Or what's just right in front of you. But I just sense that there's a focus on you needing to do what's right for you, okay? Potentially a thought of past situations that you've had to leave behind, right? Past people. And I feel like people are missing you, okay? And you're also missing people to an extent, but there's more focus on how people are missing you, okay? And I feel like there has been, to an extent in the recent days, there's also going to be a bit of a focus on how aware you are, okay? Don't be surprised if you blank out or space out at certain points throughout the day. Yeah, so being aware of your surroundings, being more aware than people think. I just feel like you're noticing what's taking place at a distance, okay, or across the way. It could be at a different part in your living situation. Do you see how I was just startled? And the sound was in that direction. Anyways, I just feel like there are going to be moments where you just need to breathe, okay, reground oneself. But you're very aware of what's taking place, okay? It's as if your intuition is so heightened at this point, being drawn to this reading, that you just sort of see through people's BS, or you just see the truth in certain situations, or you just kind of know. So if that's the case, right, say that rings true to you individually throughout this day, then why would you even begin to second guess your intuition or the answers you know that lie within, or notice lie within, when it comes to the options that you have at hand? Okay, so things are connecting throughout this day in certain ways that you don't fully realize at times. Okay, we're gonna pull another tea leaf card before we close this out. Good fortune. I feel like you're being reminded that you have good fortune on the horizon, and that's not just financial, but I just feel like you are potentially a little bit concerned about the future of your finances, thinking about what's going to cost you this and that in the future, and how much money is coming in at this time in comparison to what's going out. But you have good fortune, okay? People want to invest in you, I feel the need to say, and that goes can be taken in more than one way. And we have you should accept valid criticism. So people are going to naturally want to criticize, give their opinion, but I feel like a lot of positives are coming through. You will reap what you have sown, karma. So I feel like your good karma is coming back to you in certain ways. And I feel like that's part of the transformation, part of the growth, and the potential that lies within you is being highlighted. But I also see that there's a highlight on other people's negative karma coming back to them, okay? People you dealt with in the past. But all in all, this is a very positive day, but could feel a little bit all over the place and a little bit, okay, frightening is what they're saying, but a little bit shaky in certain ways once again. And things are going to be shaken up to an extent moving forward with new additions, certain things to be cut out. But I do feel like you're being reminded once again, things are panning out the way they're meant to, and will more so moving forward as you are highly thought of. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you next time.